Assalamu alaikum and welcome to a new episode of Words of Wellness. My name is Yassir Al-Manawi and I'm a clinical therapist and I'm going to be your host for today's episode. Today again we're going to talk about essential aspects of characters. In a lot of episodes what we talk about is honesty and hypocrisy or dishonesty and hypocrisy. We talk about the importance of rigorous honesty with oneself, the importance of promises, because it is actually the root of a lot of emotional problems. So again, we have another hadith that speaks of similar issues. We're going to read the hadith and then we're going to discuss the issues together, inshallah. From Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, who said that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, two characteristics are not found together in a hypocrite. The two characteristics are good manners and understanding of the religion. What does that mean? Two characteristics are not found together in a hypocrite. Good manners and understanding of religion. When I read to this, it means that if I understand the religion correctly, then I will have good manners. Okay? Otherwise, I'll be a hypocrite. Okay? That's what this hadith says. So we want to talk about understanding of religions and good manners. We're going to focus on good manners today. What are good manners? What are the manners of a human being? Manners, actually, is my whole life. We have manners in everything we do. We have manners in the way we treat our family, in the way we speak with our family. We have manners in the way we walk. We have manners in the way we eat. We have manners in the way we work. We have manners in everything. So what are the manners that are healthy? Since we're talking about rehabilitation, healthy manners is that I have to tie this up again to values. Let's say, manners of a good human being. I want to teach good manners to my children. A lot of people come to treatment and I ask them about their manners and what are good manners. And they, ironically, they tell me, well, we don't know. I don't know. I tell them, okay, if you have children, how would you want them to be? So, well, I want them to be thoughtful. I want them to be understanding. I want them to be loving. I want them to be honest. I want them to be brave. These are all forms of manners, okay? A lot of people come to treatment and couples therapy and they have problems and they call each other names and they're very loud. What kind of manners are these? Healthy manners or unhealthy manners? Right away. And I think you all agree with me that they are unhealthy manners. So what are the healthy manners? The healthy manners, like what the hadith said, is all of our teaching. Is all of what any spiritual human being is going to act. I should lower my voice. I should lower my vision. I should respect others. I should treat others as I want to be treated. So I can go on and on and on and on. There is also manners for treating animals. I cannot abuse animals, the same way I cannot abuse people. I cannot starve animals. If I have any animal, I have to take care of him, or I have to take care of it. There are manners for the table when I sit down and eat. Do I play with the food? Do I throw the food around? Do I disrespect the food that God has given me as a gift? No, these are all manners that we were all taught but we don't think about it. Why don't we think about manners? Because manners, in a lot of times, it takes a different shape and it becomes a habit. There are correct manners and incorrect manners. There are correct habits and incorrect habits. And if I am raised on a wrong habit, or I'm doing something that's wrong for the longest time, a habit is the mother of actions. My habits are the mother of my actions. What does that mean? If I have a habit, it's very hard to break. If I have a habit, it controls my actions. Like, I bet you nobody knows which side of their pants legs they wear first in the morning. If you start thinking about it, you're going to find a habit. You either wear the left leg or your right leg, but it's different from one to another. There are certain habits that we don't think about it. So habits, some of them are unconscious. What we need to do, we need to get into the unconscious, our unconscious, to be able to change our lives, to be able to change the negative habits. How do we do that? How do I get into the unconscious? Simply by focusing and thinking about what I do every day. Simply by focusing and bringing out the unconscious to where? To the conscious. Because my whole life, about 90% of my daily actions is habits. Only 10% is consciously thought of. What does that mean? It means that my unconscious controls my life more than my consciousness. So what I do is that I delve into the unconscious, I think about it, and I bring it up to the conscious side of me. That's how I change habits. So if anybody has a bad habit, they can change it. If anybody has a bad character or a negative character, it's not easy to change. But is it impossible? No, it's not impossible. It could be done. If anybody could change a character, I can change a character. One of the worst character to change is dishonesty. A lot of people say, well, if you're dishonest, you're going to stay dishonest for the rest of your life. I say, well, that's wrong. And again, I'm going to go back to some of the diseases, emotional diseases that we have. A lot of them, they actually go hand in hand with denial and or lying. Is it treatable? Yeah. What's the main form of treatment? The main form of treatment is that we have to start being honest. We have to start focusing and being specific, not putting everything like, oh yeah, I don't know what's going on, I didn't pay attention to this, or being vague in your conversation. You have to be specific, especially with yourself. You have to be specific on a lot of issues in your life. Only then you're going to be able to find out what your character is. Only then you're going to be able to find out what your habits are. Only then you're going to be able to change your habits. It's not an easy journey. It's a challenge, but it could be done. And I hope that if we have habits or characters that we need to change, we can do it. We can all do it. So with these words of encouragement, I'll leave you today, and I will see you in our next episode. Assalamu alaikum.